Texas lawmakers recently approved a new set of congressional maps that lean heavily in favor of Republicans. This redistricting has major implications for future elections and the balance of power in Washington. With a vote tally of 88-52 in the Texas House, this plan is making waves, and it's expected to sail through the state Senate shortly. But it wasn't a smooth ride to this vote. Democrats took dramatic steps, even fleeing the state to try to block the decision. Governor Greg Abbott responded by ordering their arrest, turning up the heat on the situation. Some Democrats chose a bold form of protest, sleeping in the chamber, refusing to be escorted back, and rallying together to fight against what they considered an unfair process. The new maps are projected to create 5 new Republican-leaning seats, bolstering their chances in the U.S. House. This situation isn't just a local issue. It echoes across the nation as Democrats in other states now rethink their strategies to balance the scales heading into the 2026 midterm elections. What a political showdown.
Astronaut Jim Lovell, who guided Apollo 13 safely back to Earth, has died aged 97. NASA stated he turned a potential tragedy into a success after an explosion on board the spacecraft. Millions watched Lovell and his crew splash back down into the Pacific Ocean, a historic moment. Lovell participated in the Apollo 8 mission, becoming the first man to go to the moon twice. Acting NASA head Sean Duffy praised Lovell's role in forging a historic path for the U.S. space program. Lovell's family remembered him for his humor and optimism, inspiring others to achieve the impossible. Jimmy's journey to becoming a rocket scientist was marked by passion and determination.
Canada's biggest airline is poised to start canceling several dozen flights Thursday, ahead of a weekend lockout of flight attendants that threatens to throw travel plans for tens of thousands into chaos during the peak summer season. Air Canada said it will gradually suspend operations over 3 days, ending with a complete cessation of flying by Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge on Saturday, when the lockout is scheduled to begin. Air Canada opted to temporarily halt all flights after a flight attendants union earlier this week voted overwhelmingly to strike. The cancellations could have ripple effects across air travel, based on the size of Air Canada's footprint in the industry and its connections to the U.S. and broader international travel. Air Canada warned that once the lockout begins, it may not offer flights for quite some time, even if the company quickly reaches a deal with the union. The airline said Thursday during a press conference that it would take a week to fully restart after suspension of operations.
A high-stakes battle is brewing over the future of America's economy, centered on Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook and former President Donald Trump. Trump has signaled he might try to remove Cook from her post, launching The Federal Reserve is designed to operate free from political influence, guiding the economy based on data, not elections. But the law on removing a governor is vague, stating it can only be done for cause. Legal experts disagree on what that actually means, setting the stage for a potential constitutional showdown. If a president could fire a Fed official over policy disagreements, it could shatter the institution's credibility. Financial markets could be destabilized, and interest rate decisions could be used for political gain, risking runaway inflation or a recession. This conflict is more than just a political dispute. It's a fundamental test of the barrier protecting our economy from partisan politics.
Businesses worldwide are reeling from President Trump's new tariffs. The announcement came late Thursday night, shocking leaders across the globe. Countries that failed to negotiate updated trade agreements face steep duties. Many business leaders express relief for those who successfully reached deals. The new tariffs could reshape international trade dynamics significantly. Companies scramble to adjust their strategies in response to these changes.
Donald Trump is getting the U.S. government into the computer chip business. He announced on Friday that the federal government is acquiring a 10% stake in Intel, the Fortune 500 company that is one of the largest American manufacturers of semiconductors. And he hinted that the U.S. might not be done adding to its stock portfolio. "I will make deals like that for our country all day long," he wrote on his social media.